So Donald Trump is on the road today, not a golf trip, at least I don't think so. He's going to Canada. He's going to the G7 conference. And what I find hard to understand is that if you're an average Joe going to Canada and you have a DUI, they ain't letting you in the country. Donald Trump has 34 felony convictions, and he's going in. Now, I understand what's going on here. He just happens to be the president of the United States, and if they stop him at the border, that might cause an international incident. So they're going to let this dumb fuck in. So he flies into Canada, gets off the plane. He's got his white Make America Great hat again on. And he looks like this big fucking Humpty Dumpty goofball, this orange piece of shit getting off the plane. But what amazes me is the audacity. He spent all this time talking shit about Canada, putting tariffs on Canada, and then talking about making them the 51st state. He knows people in Canada hate this motherfucker, but he has the audacity to still go to this G7 conference. Now, it's interesting. When he gets to the G7 conference, he's trying to convince them, you know, we should let Vladimir Putin back into the G7 and make it the G8 again. Well, nobody wants that shit. Donald Trump's BFF wants in on the party, but that's not going to happen. People forget why he's no longer in the G8. Because in 2014, Russia invaded Crimea. Sound familiar? Well, at that point, they said, you're getting the fuck out of the G8 and we're not letting you back. So Donald Trump coming in suggests, let him back in. He's a cool guy. That ain't going to happen. Lastly, Donald Trump suggested something that I thought was pretty interesting and pretty crazy. This war with Israel and Iran. Donald Trump says, I think maybe we should have Vladimir Putin mediate that. Yeah, right. You know what this does, Donald? It makes us look weak. You're the president of the United States. You said you would handle the Israel-Hamas war. You fucked that up. You said you would handle the Russia-Ukraine war. You fucked that up. So apparently you're trying to get ahead of the game and not fuck up the Israel-Iran thing and just hand it off to your BFF, Vladimir Putin. Unfortunately, nobody's dumb enough to do that. Donnie, you look stupid, you look weak, and you look impotent. But that's your normal course, I would guess.